So what is up, guys? Hey, look, well, what you're looking at right now is me inside of an attorney's office. And if you'll check out the timing on this, this is a video that I made while I was in the office, and it goes for 32 minutes and 19 seconds. This video is about the three things that I must share with you before we can go any further. There are three things that is absolutely imperative that I share with you. And so that's what this video is about. But I took a long time because I was multitasking. This attorney's office, I was there because he agreed that he wanted to do a database reactivation. That's important to you. That's important for you. Remember, you just purchased the high ticket side hustle and from Offline Sharks, and that's what the main gist of that product is about. It's about offering a business a database reactivation, because basically that's a path of least resistance. You know, they already got the database and you just tell them to go back to it, and for whatever reason, but you have to be discreet about that, and you have to be able to give them a compelling reason to get back into their own database. Okay. A lot of times, though, people just hadn't thought of it. The businesses just hadn't thought about that. They're so busy looking away from their blessing that they don't see the blessing. What's the old saying? You can't see the forest for the trees. And so you're going to run across businesses who actually just hadn't thought about that. And that you're going to give them an aha moment. And the businesses who have not thought about that, and listen to this word I'm about to use, or listen to this phrase I'm about to use, but the businesses who have a database and had not thought about it, and then when you remind them and they go, aha, those businesses were suffering from something that we call disjointed thinking. Disjointed thinking is the inability to put together related facts and come up with a clear, concise picture on any given subject at any given time, and everybody in the world suffers from that at some point or another, on any given subject and at any given time. You, me, Trump, Obama, we will all suffer from disjointed thinking. But now I'm trying to make this video fast, so I'm going to get away from that right now. So the three things that I must share with you, and disjointed thinking is one of them. And so the other one is perspective, and the third one is, do you know the difference between the truth and the facts? Those three things, it's imperative that I share them with you before we go any further, especially because of the word perspective. Everything I share with you, everything any guru out there sharing with you, is coming from their perspective. Everything I share with you is coming from my perspective. And you have to understand that. And you have to understand that to do what I do, you have to be able to see what I see, because I'm off the chain, man. I go probably against what your favorite guru has been hammering into your head all these years. But I stand by one very simple thing. 90% of the people that I know online trying to make money will not make enough of a net profit to treat a family of four to a Big Mac meal. And that's for real. So the gurus might have all the right words, the hype, the technical stuff, the resources, but the vast, overwhelming majority of people online trying to make money are failing. That's the bottom line, end of the story. That's the truth. I don't want to be like a guru. I don't want any of y'all to fail. I want all of you to succeed and be profitable. So I will take my time and I will show you the simple, brain dead things I do to make money. I will show you, and the only reason you don't do it or know it is because you have disjointed thinking. You haven't put it together yet, because I don't do anything new. I don't do anything special. The only thing special about me is the way I look at things. Other than that, you guys are better off, know a lot more about a lot of technical stuff than I do, and yet I've put 7 kids through college, and my house is paid for, and I did it all without working for anybody, and working online and working for myself. So my point is, I don't know too much more than you about anything at any given time. A lot of you know a lot more about me, a lot more about things than I do. So why is it that I walk on the internet with complete confidence? As a matter of fact, online, I feel like I'm 10 feet tall and bulletproof, and I feel like I can actually accomplish anything online that I want to at any given time. And that's just the way I feel. But you're going to see why. And when I finish showing you some things, you're going to have all kinds of, oh man, why didn't I think of that moments? I promise you. So with that being said, I need to, let me show you this real quick. I was inside this attorney's offices, or suite of offices. And this video is 32 minutes and 19 seconds. This video is 32 minutes and 19 seconds, and it's for you. I made it for you. If you want the link, I'll send you the link if you want to listen to this for 32 minutes and 19 seconds. I didn't send it to you because right now I'm telling you exactly what it's about. As a matter of fact, let me do this quickly. But the one thing you should take away from that is the simple fact that I'm in that attorney's office, and he has agreed to do a database reactivation, and that's going to be information you're going to need. So make sure you're reading over your shark stuff while you're waiting for me, so that you won't be, completely in the dark when I start talking about database reactivation. Okay? All right. So the 3 things I want to share with you right now, before we can move on, is make sure we're on the same page, is perspective. Once again, everything I share with you is coming from my own perspective. My perspective may not fit your life. I don't know, but I'm sure you can pull something out of what I share with you that will help you. But I don't expect you to do everything that I say. I expect you to get an understanding of what I'm saying, and that way you can adapt whatever it is I'm trying to teach you. You can adapt it to your own life, your own situation. So I don't expect you to follow me step by step, verbatim. That's what gurus tell you should do. Now, another thing is you're going to need 2 things dealing with me. There are 2 things, because see, I don't give up. I'm like a pit bull. I don't give up. So there are 2 things you're going to need. Number 1 is patience. And not with me. You're going to need patience with yourself. You see, you run into hard times, or you run into something that's a little bit more difficult, or something that doesn't happen as fast as you think it should. So you have to have the patience to not abandon ship. You have to have the patience to not just quit, not give up. You need patience. You cannot make things happen. You cannot force things to happen that are not going to happen. And I know that online, and it's a common knowledge among a lot of people, but online, most people online don't have as much patience as a goldfish. And that's the popular saying. Goldfish are more patient than the people online these days. So if you're in a big hurry to make some money and you can't wait or do things the proper way, then you might not need to mess with me, because I am not going to rush. There's something that I know for a fact. And I'm of that age where I'm set in my ways. That's number 1. And then number 2, I learned a saying a long time ago, and that is, when you know that you know what you know, can't nobody tell you any different. When you know that you know what it is that you know, can't nobody tell you any difference. Now, I say that to say this. I'm 67 years old, and I come here from that old school direct response marketing. That's my foundation. That's my base. I have evolved from that to being an internet marketer. I was marketing in the world before the www became a household word. I made my adjustments as the internet was gaining traction and gaining in popularity. So because I'm an old school direct response marketer, there's something that I've already proven to myself. This is that thing that I know, and nobody can tell me any difference. And that is a person who's in marketing can test, track, and tweak themselves into success. This is not hype. This is not, excuse my language, this is not bullshit. This is the real deal. This is something I've been doing for years. And that's the first lesson I learned in direct response marketing. If you put something out there and it ain't bringing you the results you want, you figure out why. You make your adjustments, and then you stick it back out there again, and you track its journey. And when you get your results, you look at your results. If they're not what you're after, then you just make your adjustment and you stick it back out there and you track it again. And if you keep doing that, keep tracking, testing, tracking, and tweaking, you'll become successful. There's no doubt in my mind, because like I say, I don't think I'm any smarter than anybody else. There's a whole lot of stuff I stuck out there that didn't do squat. And I just reeled it back in, changed up a little something, and stuck it back out there. And it still didn't do squat. And I kept that process going. And that's why I say patience, my friend. Patience. And that's something I developed because of the fact of what I just told you. And I know that works. It never fails. It might take a little bit longer sometimes. And that's where the patience comes in. But for me, it has proven to test and track and then tweak something and stick it back out there. Just keep doing that. I will at some point hit whatever it is I'm looking for. And because of that, I walk around on the internet like I'm 10 feet tall and bulletproof. And that's for real. So that's something very important. And that's my perspective. And hopefully I will feed you enough ammunition to where at some point you'll start gaining that same perspective, that you can do anything online. Sometimes it's going to take a little longer than other times, but it's still going to be done. At some point I'm still going to win. And that's the way I feel. That's the way I work. I work towards that because that's the way I feel. Okay, so now, disjointed thinking. You're just as smart as I am. I don't even think I'm a guru. As a matter of fact, I caught hell trying to upload this 32-minute video from my phone to YouTube. I just gave up and just started making smaller and shorter videos, because I think that was the problem. The video was too big for me to be transferred from my phone to YouTube. So, but whatever the case, I couldn't do it with my Android. And so, but I'm sure that at least 90% of y'all listening to me know how to do it, because you guys are phone people, whereas I am a PC person. I like to work better on my laptop or on my PC, and I'm not that good with the phone. And so there are things you can probably teach me about phones and how to use them that I probably desperately need. But my point is, a lot of things that I do are things that you already know how to do. But you're suffering from number 2, and that's called disjointed thinking. You have yet learned how to take the information that you already have, put it together, and form a clear path or a clear picture with your information on what you need to do and how you need to do it. And that's called disjointed thinking. You just haven't done that yet. You haven't put the dots together from one thing that you know to something else that you know to something else that you know, and then got busy, got to work, and made them work for you. That's all. But as far as knowing something different, I don't know as much as a lot of you. I just function differently because of my perspective on life and on what I'm doing. So when you see some of the things I'm going to show you, I pray I give you as many aha moments as I can, because you probably know, just if you've been online for any amount of time, you know about just as much as I do. You just haven't put it all the pieces together yet. And that's all. And I'm hoping that I will say something to trigger that in your mind, and you start piecing this stuff together, and you can finally get over that hump. Okay, and then the third thing is the difference between the truth and the facts. You think about that, and I'm going to tell you what that is. Now, but I'm not going to tell you right now. But here's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to take a screenshot on something, and I'm send each one of you an individual copy of it, of this screenshot that I'm talking about. And the screenshot is going to become a case study for you. I want you guys to read it, understand what you're reading, understand what you're looking at, and then get back with me and ask me any question about it. You're going to trip out when I tell you the answer to that. So, in your Facebook inbox, you can expect a screenshot from me, and I'll say it is 10:50 p.m. Central Time right now. At about 9 o'clock a.m. tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be open, and you guys, man, just hit me up on Facebook with any questions you might have about that screenshot that I'm going to send to you. And understand this also. The next session, these are 3 things I felt like I needed to talk to you about first, before we start getting off into let's do this and let's do that. The next session that I'm going to get down with you about, and this is getting into the meat and the potatoes and doing things, but it's going to be keywords. It's going to be about keywords. It's going to be about keyword selection, analysis, research. Keyword research, analysis, and selection. That's the next thing I'm getting off into with you. And why? Because before there's any action, before you provide any action, there's always a thought, whether that thought is conscious or unconscious. No matter what you do, there was always a thought before you did it. Well, before you do anything online, there's always a keyword. And whether that keyword is conscious or subconscious, you still need to have keywords. So the fastest and most effective way for you to operate is to, on whatever it is you're about to do, is to research your keywords for whatever it is you're about to do, and get them in order. Get your keywords in order, and understand what it is you're about to do. Get your keywords in order. So I don't know if you have keyword software or whatever, or even knowledge on how to find the best keywords. But I'm going to start covering that. But now I'm getting ready to start doing things. We're getting ready to start doing things. And I'm going to cover it while using a Video Marketing Blaster. That's what I use for keywords. That's one of the things I use for keywords. What's the main thing I use for keywords? Because usually I deal in businesses that I basically have a good idea of the main keywords that I want to rank for any businesses. And that's another thing when I'm doing keyword research, I'm going to share with you, just like that post I made in Facebook. I'm going to share with you a certain keyword that you can't miss. If you rank for this keyword, there are certain businesses that will actually come to you and want to talk to you. This keyword is very important. So that's what we're going to do next. But for right now, let me say it again and make it clear. I'm going to send you a screenshot of a post that someone made. And I want you to look at this screenshot and hold on to it. Read that post and understand what's going on in that post. And then ask me questions about it. Because, like I said, I just told you about disjointed thinking. The person who posted that is having disjointed thinking. And I'm going to show you exactly how to solve the question that she's asking. So that's going to be part of your homework. So once again, I'm going to send you this post that someone made for you to hold on to and study it. And the very next time I talk to you, it's going to be about keywords, research, analysis, and selection. So that's all for right now. When you get that screenshot, start hitting me up, asking me any question you want to ask, and I'll tell you exactly why I gave you that screenshot and what it is I want you to do, because that's going to be your homework. So it's 10:54 p.m. I'm going to be here for a few more minutes, and that's going to be to send you the link. Oh, first of all, to upload this video and then send you the link to it so that you can have what see what I just said. And in the meantime, I'll say about 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'll be live. So hit me up on Facebook and with any questions or concerns you might have, and we'll go over it and hopefully get to the bottom of it. So until then, you have a good evening. Talk to you soon.